Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pixelated-TEDAPO-LLOSVE, and welcome back to the Great War mod for Napoleon Total War. Certainly wasn't great for the soldiers, but you know, 100 years later on my computer in the safety of my own house, playing a virtual version of the war, it's pretty great. But no, seriously, a lot of you guys requested that I play Italy, or I command Italy. So in this fight, I'm commanding Italy, and I am taking on Austria-Hungary. So Alex the Rambler is leading this great nation into battle. They're very similar to the German Empire, which, you know, kind of makes sense. There's a couple unique units that we will see in today's battle, but let's go ahead and get started with the army comps. I really like Italy. I think they're a really cool faction. Also, some of my ancestry goes to Italy. My just my great grandma is full Italian from the actual country. But I know Europeans hate when Americans talk about their ancestry. They're like, "Oh, you're just American. Shut up." Anyways, let's start with this army comp. So I'm bringing some rifle infantry. This is the Italian rifle infantry. So pretty cool. It looks pretty nice. Green uniforms representing. I am bringing one tank, and I know this isn't historically accurate, but I just wanted to bring a nice female tank to the battle. Female tank. And then I've got some conscripts, which are like the common folk for my army. So I got like 2 units of them. They're going to be attacking the center. I'm focusing most of my elite soldiers on this flank. This is my best infantry right here. And for the Italian speakers out there, please forgive me because I'm about to sin. This unit name is called Grantieri di Sardegna, which aka or translated into English is Grenadiers of Sardinia, I think. So yeah, I've got like 3 units of them. So hopefully they can win the battle for me. And for my general, he's over here, the nice Italian general. And my howitzer is right here, heavy howitzer, very deadly. Also, not the correct camouflage for this kind of battlefield, but what can you do? We're on a budget. You know, winter came early, so whatever. And then I've got some carabiners, 2 units of carabiners for some cav. And I also have some sneaky forces up here. The cool thing that you can do with trench gunners is put them like ahead, past the deployment zone. So I'm trying to hold the strategic center position with these buildings over here. So I've got some trench gunners, which have very short range, but they're really, really good close combat. Makes sense because they're trench gunners. And then we've got some rifle grenadiers, which are very similar to the trench gunners. Better at melee rather than fighting from a distance. But that's pretty much my army. Let's now look at Alex the Rambler's army. So, like I said earlier, this Austria-Hungary is very similar to the German Empire. They do have some cool units like the, I'm probably going to slaughter this name, but it's Tyrolean Kaiser Jaeger, which I believe is it's a rifle unit. So I like their uniforms too. I mean, honestly, Napoleonic, World War I, World War II, the uniforms are just so awesome. He's also bringing some standard rifle infantry, which honestly look exactly like the German Empire, but the coloring here is a little bit more blue rather than gray. It's still a pretty close gray though. And then he has some mounted infantry, so that's cool. They look awesome. And the rest of his army, let's see, he's got another cool unit here. He's got Ukrainian Psych Infantry, or Zyke Infantry, I think is how you pronounce it. They don't look too different from just regular rifle infantry. Honestly, it just seems like their name is different. But he is bringing a couple of these guys. Oh, look at the officer. Look at that coat. Hold on. Look at that coat. That style. Wow. I want a coat like that. Damn. I'd be looking good. Anyways, and then he's got a heavy howitzer. We had a rule that we'd only bring 1 heavy howitzer because they're ridiculously OP. They get like 700 kills. So we didn't want this to just be a bloodbath of artillery, even though I would love that. Anyways, let's get this started. And it's going to start with some artillery here. And I stupidly did not unlimber my artillery at the start of the battle. So I'm already at a slow start. Come on, guys, unlimber. It takes me a while. It takes me a while to figure it out. Oh, looks like the artillery's going for my tank. Come on, tank. Watch out, man. I love the artillery. Oh, you got a good hit on my conscripts. But that's what the conscripts are for, to absorb the artillery. I'd rather him take out these guys than my elite soldiers. Ooh, man, I love the artillery in this. It's just so awesome. So yeah, I'm not being too aggressive with my lines over here because I've got my trench gunners up here. I'm kind of just waiting for him to go into my trap. So sneaky, sneaky trench gunners hidden in the trees. They're like, come on, men. Be quiet. I know we're all scared, but we're in the front lines and we gotta win this fight. And most of the Italian front was at the Alps, so we've got a nice wintry battle here. It's not exactly Alpy looking, you know, it doesn't look like we're fighting on a mountain, but... Oh man, he's getting so close. My tank is so lucky. Like, he's almost hit it like 5 times now. It's still going, it's still rocking this battlefield. Come on, you can do it, get up there. It's going to be really important for my tank to fight in the center because it's just a really good machine gun support. It's pretty much a mobile machine gun, but he's got a lot of troops going down the center. Lots and lots of rifles. So I went with more of a melee kind of army, you know, close quarters kind of army, and he went with more of a distance army. He does have some stormtroopers though. I did not see these guys. So he does have some melee troops as well. So that's going to be very, very important to his army. So again, stormtroopers just like the German Empire. Oh, here they go. They're about to get in range, guys. Get ready. My men are, it's like, we can see them. We can see them up ahead. Now is the time. Now is the time. Who wants to live forever? Oh, jeez. There we go. Whoa, what is that? Was that for my grenadiers? That is crazy. The explosions. Alright, so I need to definitely get into a bird's eye view here. I'm really putting pressure on his flank. I finally set up my artillery, going after those Ukrainian infantry. They're putting a lot of firepower on my my grenadiers over here, my trench gunners. Unfortunately, I'm out of range. I was not aware of that. But that's okay. It looks intimidating. And then I've got my my troops over here pushing. Oh, and they're also getting hit with artillery. My rifle infantry. Come on, men. You got to defend this position. Do not retreat. Do not surrender. You gotta love the Italians. I'm still pushing up my machine gun. It looks like it is firing. Oh, what is it firing at? Looks like it's firing at a house over there. Oh, he's got some snipers as well, but they're getting very close to this fight. Oh, this is where I charge in my trench gunners, my grenadiers. So, yeah, I'm definitely trying to get up and close into his, you know, in his face, but his stormtroopers did an excellent job at breaking my troops. I've got another unit charging in, but they are getting wiped out. So I think I was getting a little too aggressive there. Oh my god, is that from the stormtroopers? Look at that, there's a wall of black smoke right there, right in front of my gunners. Come on, fire. Fire. You're the grenadiers of Sardinia. What are you doing? Why are they not firing? There they go. They're kind of firing. Oh, look at the officer. He pulled out his pistol. That was cool. Oh, man. I love this mod. It's amazing. Come on. I'm trying to get my tank in a good angle. I haven't really been able to use my tank effectively yet on this battle. My rifle infantry firing through that small town over there. So my trench gunners didn't exactly do their best at holding this city or this small town. I guess you can't really call this a city. It's more like a tiny village in the middle of nowhere. But hopefully with the support of the tank, I will be able to... Oh, there goes the tank. Yes, I'm taking out a ton there. That's a perfect angle from the tank. I took out about 10 guys there. They're starting to break. Oh my god, more men, more blood just splattering everywhere. And my trench gunners are actually really close. Let's see if they can get a good... There they go. Most of them just hit the ground there, unfortunately. Oh, well, who's running? Oh, he did a cab charge over here. So there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. Let me actually do some slow motion, because this is the kind of battle that's just really fast and all over the place, and I don't want to miss anything. So I've got a lot of conscripts over here focusing on this flank. If you see this long line of just rifles trying to hold back Alex the Rambler, he still has a ton of troops over here. He's got his Kaiser Jaeger and his stormtroopers, which is a very excellent combo. More rifle infantry. He stormed the trees over here, which had a unit, but my unit fought bravely, killed a lot of his cav, but my unit still broke from the fight. And let's see, and it can get a little confusing. The flags look very similar. We're doing a charge over here with my trench gunners into this Kaiser Jaeger unit. It should be able to win this engagement. I mean, my trench gunners are made for melee. And let's see, what else? Oh, yes, I am doing some cav charges with my carabiners. I think I was a little too aggressive with the carabiners. I should have been, like, sitting back using their guns. Here's another cav charge into some rifles, some Ukrainian infantry. So let's go back to normal speed, because it's all about hearing that gunfire and that artillery. There we go. Come on, carabiners. Did you break them? Yes, you are breaking them. This unit's very depleted, but I now have an angle to his heavy howitzer. I need to take that out if I'm going to win this fight. The balance of power is slowly shifting in favor of Alex the Rambler. He's charging in more and more of his stormtroopers, but they are taking on my Grantiera di Sardinia. Cringeworthy. Cringeworthy. Alright, but you know what, they're actually doing pretty well. Yeah! Oh! What a nice duel right here. But he's gonna run like a bitch. There we go. Come on. Oh, man, I'm just getting melted. Even though I held back his infantry assault there, his melee assault, his rifles in the background. Look at the rifles over there. Look at that. That is awesome. Firing and just wrecking my poor men here. And we got more stormtroopers coming this way, throwing their grenades. You know, the stormtroopers are just so good at taking out defensive positions. My artillery trying to take out some men on this flank because he's really starting to overrun my position. I can't. Oh, here comes the grenades. Oh, love it. Those stormtroopers. Yeah, I can't lose this position or my middle position is going to be just outflanked. Not that I really have a middle position. And my troops, like, keep moving around. They just won't sit and fire. I don't know what they're doing here, so I got to keep moving them. I'm trying to move up this tank, but, you know, the trees are in the way. I don't really have a clear shot. And I still have a pretty healthy number of rifle infantry on this side, you know, around the buildings here. And wow, I'm actually pushing really hard on this flank. I'm going for a charge. Bayonets ready, men. Into the trenches. Come on, rifle infantry. Yeah, this kind of battle would be like early World War I, where there's not a lot of trenches. It's very traditional style. But look at this charge. What the hell? Like, this is so slow. I know they're going uphill, and I know it's wintry, but come on. Oh. Yeah, that was a bad charge. That was a terrible idea. And look at that. They break instantly. Very, very bad idea from Pixie-Poo. Never charge in uphill with infantry. And my men are starting to waver at the center. He's just got so many. Oh, what's this? Kaiser Schützen. Here's another unit, guys. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I'll be sure to turn it down a little bit. But Kaiser Schützen, that looks pretty cool. It doesn't look very unique. It looks the same as the other units, but whatever. It's just a different name, really. All right, so this is where I just call the retreat. I must fall back. You know, they've controlled the town now, and it's time to give up this position, or a lot of Italians are going to get slaughtered. So we are falling back. My flank is exposed here, as you can tell. We've got the Austria-Hungary flags flanking around here. My Italians were actually going to fall back over to this hill right here. That's right ahead of my artillery, because obviously this artillery is key to my victory. Now, earlier, if you remember my carabiners who won right here, they actually went for a charge after his howitzers and took them out. So that was a very, you know, noble charge, even though they got slaughtered. You know, as long as they took it out, that's all that matters. So now we're gonna try to fall back. My tank's gonna stay and cover the retreat. I'm just trying to get it in a pretty good position. I don't want it firing into the dirt. So there we go. It's going to get on this slight hill. Come on. Come on, crew. We are ordered to cover the retreat. There we go. The men are up on the hill. That's a pretty good target right there. Take it. There it goes. There it goes. Cover the retreat. Oh, yes. And my artillery is also firing at the infantry there. Yes, pepper them down. Pepper them down. Oh, we might actually break a unit here. Yeah, look at all of the... Oh, my God. We took out an entire unit of riflemen. The retreat is working. Yeah, Alex wasn't sure how to take out the tank. I was like, oh, you just charged the tank. So that's why he's charging it now. So I thought that was pretty funny. Kind of gave myself away. But now we're trying to take out the stormtroopers. Artillery coming in to support. Oh, come on, take out a couple more. Oh, it's not looking good. Not looking good. But hang on, guys. He's really clumping up over here. This could be a really good hit for artillery. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, tank. Crew, fight to the bitter end. This is like World War I version of Fury. Yeah, it's not looking good. The crew is now getting slaughtered. Oh, here comes the artillery, though. We took out some men there. More troops are charging in. He's desperately trying to take out the tank crew. He's really clumped up here. Now is the time to strike artillery. Now is the time. Ah, come on. There we go. Yes. Yes. There it is. There it is. I knew there was a really good artillery volley there. So I wanted to stay there and watch that. But I only have 2 small depleted units of rifle infantry. He still has a pretty large group of troops here. I just gotta... I just have to continue to fire my artillery into his ranks and hopefully defeat him that way. Look at that chart. God, how just... You gotta have adrenaline going through the roof. I mean, you're just running here. You're taking on bullets in the front, artillery from the skies. And who knows, maybe you're gonna take on a machine gun or gas or take out trenches. Oh, those guys are going flying. Oh man, this mod is just fantastic. Guys, get this mod, play it. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Here comes a nice charge from the stormtroopers. That was not a good sight right there because my men are no match to that very healthy unit of stormtroopers. And my men are starting to waver because the flank is getting exposed. So this is it for my infantry. And they're really not going to get a good chance to fire. They're trying to fire into the stormtroopers flanking around. My rifles are breaking. And this is where I'm like, you know what, screw it, guys. Just charge into melee. Charge into melee. Where are you going? That's not... No, the stormtroopers are... There they go. That's the right angle. Charge in there. Bayonets. Against those nasty stormtroopers who are just going to wreck them anyways. And look at this huge flank. I'm just trying to pepper it down with artillery. We got to turn this battle around. There's still a chance of winning. If you look at that balance of power, I can still do this. But it's very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. Austria-Hungary, very good faction. Very, very cool faction too. And Alex did a wonderful job in this fight. But again, it's far from over. I still have my howitzer. I still have my general, which pretty soon I'm going to have to send him into the battle. It's down to desperate measures. We have to charge in the general. Cav first. Come on. Or, of course, Cav first. Head first. There we go. I'm going to get a volley here. You're going to fire. Oh, they're trying to take him out. Come on, general. Oh, fire your pistols. Get in there. Yes. There we go. Kaiserschützen. Oh, come on. We can break him. Here's the general. Look at the general. He's taking on like 20 Austrians. Oh, he's taking on the unit's officer. He's down to 3 men. And we cause him to break. Oh, no. My general breaks, actually. Unfortunate. Oh, there goes my general. He's dead. And all we're left is with the artillery, but the Austrian forces are in range, and they're going to get ready. This is probably my last volley right here. Let's see if we can get any hits. last minute hits here for the kills. No, it looks like it was overshot there. You know, they were panicking when they were trying to shoot that artillery. And that is going to wrap up today's Great War battle. What a great fight. That, you know, my favorite part when I was doing the retreat and the tank was just unloading ammo on the Austrian-Hungary infantry. But that was so much fun. I love this mod so much. I highly recommend you download it. I would love for more people online so we can play more battles. It is a little crashy sometimes. It crashes every once in a while, but it's really pretty stable when you consider all the crazy weapons you've got in this mod. But I did pretty bad here. I wasn't really representing my Italian heritage too well, but I got 1,233 kills. Rambler got 2,014. If we look at the unit stats, see, my Carabiners, this one got 114, which is pretty good. 154 from my Gran Tierra di Sardinia. I should probably just say the English name for that. And then 337 with my heavy howitzer, which really isn't that much considering the amount of damage it's capable of doing. I was hoping to get more, especially at that when I was retreating and just unloading my artillery. But I think his artillery only got like 200, so he wasn't that far behind. My tank got 120, which is pretty good. Tanks are really cheap in this mod for whatever reason. But that's going to wrap up today's battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the next glorious battle.